Gee, another month, Taryn. Here we are once again, and it's September.
It's nearly Christmas.
Nearly Christmas. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. Do you want to do a swoosh, and then we can get right into this live,
Ooh,
eh?
swishing lights.
Yeah.
We're going to swoosh the light. Okay.
Gee, another month,
Whoops.
Taryn. Here we are.
Professional. Swoosh.
Okay. All right.
Well, that was quick.
So there's a few things that we're going to talk over today.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But for those of you, if this is your first video with us, my name is Adam. I'm the owner of Alpha Strike Games and Hobbies here in Perth, WA. And this is my friend Taryn, who joins me all the time.
All the time now. Yes.
I'll never be on camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
People
I don't
won't
know.
like me.
I'm an incredibly charming boy.
You
Everybody
are.
loves me. I just don't like being on camera.
Everyone loves you. It's all good.
It's all good.
All right. So yes. So I think before we get started, though, we'll have a word from our sponsor, which is me, I guess.
I was going to say, well, way you go with
Way
that.
I go.
Didn't we just get like a dozen words out of you?
All right. So at the moment, Alpha Strike is having a sale. It's
Ooh.
going for 2 weeks. So that's on now. We'll put the info up on the screen there if it's not already. Yeah. Basically, it was like a thank you to everyone because
Ooh,
it's like
okay.
we've been going for 10 years and things like that. It would be nice to actually do like something really meaningful.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So.
I'm going to go and have a look. Is there BattleTech stuff on?
There is BattleTech stuff. Yep. All the boxes, the core box things or whatever, they're sort of gone, but it's like, yeah. But we've got plenty of other stuff. It's all good.
You got loads of single minis and stuff.
So that's that. We also have a newsletter. So if you want to sign up for that, you can do that. We'll make sure you can get to that in the comments down below or whatever it is. We'll put them in there. Okie doke. All right. So, as I was saying, there's a number of things to talk about.
Yes,
We should
there
get
are.
stuck in.
First of all, g'day Doom Fireman. How are you doing, mate?
How many have we got? I'm not.
There's 4, and at least one of them is me. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and the
right.
other one is Doom Fireman. There
Doom
you go.
Fireman.
G'day,
Doesn't
mate.
matter. That's all good. All right. Yeah, so there's a few things to talk about. There's been a few announcements out there in the gaming world of products that are actually with Alpha Strike.
Yep.
And I just wanted to touch on those.
Nice.
Probably talk about some BattleTech as well. That's what we do. It
Yeah.
always seems to
Few
sneak in there,
questions.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever it's thing. So the first thing is Mythos.
Ah, yes, you mentioned this.
Yeah. So Mythos has been basically accepted into the dystopian age world that they've done. So this is War Cradle
seriously?
Studios. Yeah.
Okay.
So they had the Wild West Exodus license,
Mm.
and they then got the Spartan Games. They went on to the dystopian wars, and
Yeah.
all that sort of thing. So they got all of those, and they worked them together that are in the same sort of era.
Okay.
Okay, so it's sort of a mix between cowboys and World War One era. So it's a bit of but it's just how it is. Like it's a steampunk, not based on the world, but is based on the world sort of thing. But so because of that, they've been able to introduce another 4 factions, which are in the Wild West Exodus game. So you can use those models, which are absolutely beautiful,
I was about
really,
to ask.
really nice, and they fit well with it. But you can use those in Mythos now. That each of the characters or the models, they all have their own cards and information, like we've talked about with the other. If you haven't watched the other Mythos videos that we've done of the first 8 factions, they're all up there and go and have a look. But it's essentially the same thing. They've got four new factions, and it's the Infernal Investigations, Secret Service, Soul Hunters,
Ooh.
and Nautilus Privateers.
Soul Hunters, would that be like the is there one that's First Nation? The American Indian guys that I've got.
Not yet, but
Not yet?
I'd say you could work into it because again now it's all part of the same thing.
Yeah, eventually it'll be the thing.
Yeah, the Soul Hunters are the what are they called again? I've just had a mind blank. The ones with the whale torpedoes. The Enlightened. The Enlightened.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
a faction from there. They're quite interesting actually. They got some cool stuff.
We might have to have another Mythos game.
There's Nautilus Privateers is the Nautilus, so it's their version of the crew who has the Nautilus, that submarine.
Oh, right. Okay.
you know?
Yep.
So they got those. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The Secret Service is basically the North. So you're from the American Civil War. So the Unions, I think it was. The Unions, sorry, not North Union. Well, but it's basically Abraham Lincoln and Pinkerton, the guy who started the Pinkertons.
Oh, okay.
His Secret Service. So it's like his cabinet guy, but they've all got like these powers and equipment and all that sort of thing, because Tesla decks out the Union with the tech. He's got some really cool stuff. Yeah. So, so that's what it is. He's got these axe with the shotgun in the bottom and all that. So that's pretty. Abraham.
That is cool. Really cool. I like it.
And Infernal Investigations, which is also sort of part of there, but they're separate. Think MIB.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they go after like bad demony stuff, so bad supernatural, bad whatever. So, but there's I think the chick who heads them up, she's got a rocket pack, and there's all sorts of cool stuff. But yeah, so these 4 factions are what they worked on to bring them in, and you can play all the scenarios, and just as you play Mythos with
that's cool, man.
It is like really cool. Along with that, they did, and I have a present for you. Right? Oh,
okay.
They did a version 2 of the Mythos rules. Okay,
Ooh.
It is the same flow, it's the same everything, but they've just basically explained and elaborated on some things that didn't quite make sense.
Oh, that's good.
So the flipping of the card and that sort of thing. It's all been laid out. They've added a few other options with actions that you can do, so you can boost your Mythos check dice roll, and you can do a stronger hand-to-hand attack for 2 actions points or things like that. There's some really, really, really cool stuff that they've done with
She's really good.
Yeah. So this is a PDF that you can actually download and print out, which is what I've done. So it's for you. So you can take it home and have a look and see what sort of changes they've made on it. And
we'll have to have a game.
And definitely check out the cards for the 4 factions, the new 4 factions. They are interesting. You get some interesting little combinations going.
And you download them as well, don't you?
Yeah. It's all free.
Where do you get them from?
So if you type in Mythos War Cradle in search in Google, it'll take you straight there. It'll be the Mythos website.
Okay. We'll have a squeeze.
So mythosthegame.com. Mythosthegame.com.
There you go.
Yes.
And you can download all the cards you need, and this is a PDF that you can download as well, so you can basically play.
You can get started straight away. Yeah.
Just give it a crack and see if you like the system is the way to do it, and then you work on getting the models and stuff afterwards.
So that also means, of course, that we might be seeing some of the Mythos characters transferred over to the Wild West Exodus. Imagine those guys getting out there.
Things in that.
That would be nasty. That would be very nasty.
Wow.
But I could see like members of the Priory, going all over the place. They're just, they probably just found this cave somewhere that had something in it, and there they are. Run into some, maybe Jesse James or something rocks up at that time with his posse, and fight breaks. That'd be a very different fight. What you used to.
Well, that's my nature, guys. The what's the names? They would.
The Wildborn.
The Wildborn, that was it. Yeah, I was going to say I kept thinking Wild West because you've been saying Wild West. I'm like, no, it's not Wild West. It's Wild something. But I reckon they do quite well there.
They do actually. I think they do actually have them. Now that I'm thinking about it, someone said that they've actually made like a posse for them already
with Wildborn.
With the Wildborn.
Nice.
Yeah, but they haven't done everybody, so it'd be nice. So Chronozon's in there as well. He's part of the Hex, and the Wildborn's part of the Hex. Yeah, because they're not good guys, so they wouldn't be with the Nation. Yeah,
they might be with
Warrior Nation. Yeah.
Well, there's the bad side of the Warrior Nation.
Oh yeah,
the Dark Nation.
Dark
Nation.
Nation.
I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be cool.
But that's so good. It's really good having those extra factions and just sorting out those rules. It's so good. It's such a good game, and really nice models, really well thought out.
Yeah,
Oh.
they've been really fun games.
Yeah.
Playing those.
Yeah.
We'll have to give them another shot.
We've got someone else in.
Yours in. G'day,
Oh,
Yor.
hey.
DW3.03 news.
Okay.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
DW3, DW 3.03. What's DW? Dark web.
Dark web. Oh, got to make contact somehow, I guess.
Dripping wildberries.
Oh.
Duncan wombats. Oh no, you have to help me out, buddy. I'm losing it. Dear, but g'day anyway.
All right, so the next thing that we're going to be having a look at is a game that we've mentioned before. I've sort of had a bit more of a look at it than you have, but you know of it.
Yeah.
And it's Eldfall Chronicles.
And it does look cool.
It does. Very cool.
Very, very cool.
Basically, I'm doing it as like one of my picks.
Dystopian Wars.
Ah.
I was sure I had it
yes.
with the wombat thing, but no, Dystopian Wars. 3.03. Okay.
Yep. So basically, we've been notified, and there's pictures up of the shipping of the product. So the factory's done everything; it's ready to go. It's on its way now to the
That's
distribution hubs. Yep, Eldfall Chronicles. But at the same time, I had a package rock up, and when I opened it, that was in there. Plus some other stuff, but that was in there.
So we can give it a crack.
This is the retail version, the final retail. It's packed factory. Gonna have that smell.
No, I was going to say like the new
No.
plastic smell.
But that's everything that you get in there. We'll put it on. Hopefully everyone can see that.
Nice.
Yep. So it comes with a fold-out gaming mat. You've got cardboard terrain that you slot together. You know, like the old GW things from forever ago. Pretty good. They're all right. Eh?
Yeah.
Plus your cards, you get all 4 factions in there. Plus this is a monster that you can challenge. It's in the scenarios. You can challenge different monsters, more monsters. So there's trolls and things like that.
Yeah.
But,
So technically, you can use that model for anything if you wanted to.
yeah, I suppose you could. Yeah.
And you could do it as a co-op thing or as a competitive thing. Or...
Yeah, all of the above. It's even
Nice.
solo play. They set everything up for
Nice.
solo play, and I think people will like it because for a skirmish thing like that, the D20, something D20 always seems to work well. So Infinity and things like that. I like the Modiphius games, like the Fallout and things like that. That
Yeah.
uses a D20, and you
Frostgrave
roll.
and those guys
Frostgrave,
use
you
the
roll
D20s.
low.
Yeah.
Roll low to do well. Same sort of thing. So if you've played any of those games before, you'll be right with this. But it gives you all the cards, and there's like condition counters because it is combat and there's magic and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it's a fairly involved system, but it's a small model count, so it's going to be. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and what I like about it is there's one character model from each faction that was added in to this box set because of the pledge level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, you got a lot more for the exact same money. They put some extra and unique characters. They're all unique. It's really
One of the
really
reasons I like Kickstarter is because they could have done that anyway, but it's fun thinking that you helped get it done.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
It's cool.
Yeah. So this is Free Company. They're in Slovenia, and I've been speaking with them, and they are wonderful people, and they are super passionate, and that's what I like. Super passionate about
That one
everyone,
looks
and
like fun.
They've promoted, they've organised their art. Yeah. So I really, really like it. So that is what we're going to be unboxing
Later on. Oh, now.
Now.
Do it now. W. Allen's in. G'day, matey.
There we are, sir.
Oh, the fish. I'm
Yes.
unboxing it.
Yes.
Holy crap. Look at me go.
Oh, it's getting in early.
Quality. I can't really smell much.
his poor nose is all
I got all sinus problems and stuff going on, so if I sound funny, that's why.
That was the box that made that
That was the box.
particular fart
That was the
sound.
box. Did you say Slovenia?
Yes.
Yes. So the guys that are doing Eldfall Chronicles are based in Slovenia.
Seriously, It's so good.
Oh,
So we have there
a new
the
rule
rule
book. A new rule book to go through.
Hmm.
Nice.
I think the rules are available as a download.
Can double check that.
I'm pretty sure on the main site. They have a lot of like Discord and all that sort of things that they operate out of. So you can get updates pretty quick, but they're not all at the same spot. So if you travel around a bit, you'll find everything you need.
Yeah.
So that's what's that? An A5 rule book?
Yeah, A5
soft cover.
Soft cover, and it's about 100 pages. 98 by the looks of things.
Let's have a show on here. I'll flick through or something. The characters.
Like I say, it's a pretty involved system, but with a small model count, and I mean sometimes you want one that's a little bit more intricate, that's a bit more complex.
Yeah.
It isn't necessarily like worse or better, it's just sometimes you want to be able to slap cards down and go, my guy does that, and it's done. And sometimes you want to be able to, think it through and stuff. This is cool,
I like that.
man. And they got scenarios and stuff in there too.
Scenarios, yep. And you can play through like one after the other, or you can just do whatever. But I think that's cool. And look, it's like any of these things. It's just like Frostgrave or whatever. You can come up with your own scenarios. And once you've figured out the rules for stuff, you get a rough idea. You can always look for others for inspiration and modify it.
Like I said about BattleTech, there's no rule that I can, in any rule book that I've ever seen in any game, that says you can't have fun with it. It's kind of the point. I mean, you learn the rules and then you go, I wonder what happens if I do this. And you mess it up. And you go back and you go, I wonder what happens if I do this instead. That's very cool.
That's nice, isn't it?
Very, very cool.
So we've got some cards here. I have to have a close look at what they are. These look like, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. That's close to W. Allen. He's in Croatia, apparently.
Ah, nice.
G'day, everybody in Croatia.
I'm not sure. I don't know if the rulebook tells you what these
guild contracts. So that was
these colour towards the front. But these are the monsters.
schemes.
Schemes, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a guild contract. They're schemes.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay.
I saw guild contract somewhere, so I thought I'll have a look.
So these are the cards. So the actual for the monsters talks about what they are, their stats, what they can do on the back. There's a gargoyle, golem, earth elemental, colossus, and okay, that's a Kickstarter one that they did. Yeah. So anyone who sort of backed the Kickstarter will has the option to get one of these.
Nice.
Or get one for free, and you can buy extras and things like that. But they work for pretty much anyone. They're mercs.
Ah, cool.
But they've also got active and reactive actions for the monsters. So different monsters will act differently, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it tells you like who do you engage? Do you walk or do you run? Do you do a range attack? Who do you attack?
Yeah, it's got the AI set out nice and clear.
Yeah, and it's front and back, like reactive and active.
That's very cool.
That's
I like
really
that.
Cool.
Yeah, because that's one of the things I'm working on at the moment is AI for the. We were going to do one that was co-op in BattleTech, and trying to get an AI together is because you know how it gets scammed and cheesed, and you go, maybe if I do this, maybe if I do that.
Right.
Collad, the known world.
Collad, yeah.
Collad.
The known world. Single-sided. Okay.
Alien League Capital, Coalition of Therian Capital, Sand Kingdom's Capital, Empire of Sogok.
Oh, there we go. So, okay. So it's split into four.
Yeah, we're kind of spread around the place there.
Right.
So you've got a bit of lore, you've got a bit of theme there. If you want to go that route, you can say, you're moving around and doing stuff.
Oh, I like that.
That's very cool.
Yeah, why not? Oh, okay. So here is the playmat area.
Ooh.
Wow.
What's that?
3x3, they reckon.
There it is.
There we go.
I'm gonna say it can't be 3x3 if it's not square.
Okay. Little magical energy bits coming through.
Like little rift things.
Yeah.
That's
kind of cool.
pretty groovy.
It's nice they give you a little play area. But I wonder if they actually offered that as a like a what do they call it, like to get them printed in neoprene or something. They could have something a bit more.
Oh, they probably would have.
Yeah.
That seems to be the way to go these days. Is offer it in
Whoa.
neoprene. That is awesome.
Whoa, okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
Some cool D20s, speckly black and speckly white.
And they give you different colours as well. They are doing dice.
They'll
in
do
colour
faction
schemes
dice,
for
probably.
factions.
Yes.
And they look really good.
Almost every Kickstarter that involves lots of dice, they end up doing a faction dice set, which is really cool. I like that.
You don't mind paying for little stuff like that, especially if you've got like dice addiction, then it's a pretty straightforward.
And when you
choice.
know it's going to be a one-off thing, and you're not going to be able to get them again, then that's it's kind of cool. That's the monster.
This is the Colossus.
Colossi.
Check it out here because I don't know these any pieces. It's so big it barely fits in the bag. Wow. Okay.
It's huge.
That's
Again, that's what she said.
big.
Good
Oh
lord.
wow. Gee, that went together pretty easy. That's cool. It's quite detailed, isn't it? So this gives you an idea of the that plastics. The new plastic system.
Because that's what they're using.
That's what
isn't
they're
it?
doing, yeah.
Okay.
These guys were called the company that they worked with in China. It's under the bottom, but they use Ultra Cool or something. Ultra
Unicool.
Unicool.
Game manufacturing.
Game manufacturing. Yeah.
And a little cow.
And
That's fun.
but basically, yeah. So they're the ones who are using that technology, something equivalent to, because Unicast, whatever it was called, was owned by someone in Spain or something. Yeah, so, but I'd imagine everyone's stealing everyone's tech these days because they can.
Everybody uses everything they can get their hands on.
He's cool. Or it's cool. She's cool.
I like these. Coalition of Thenion. They look like dark elves. Oh, there's a rogue. Assassin rogue. I want. Assassin ranger. I want. Warrior rogue. And a mage.
He's
And
like
a
a
mage.
mage. Yeah, take a leave.
They take a
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
That you get the box there, and there's all the minis are all packed up separately in there, which is cool. There's no sprue stuff that I can see. They're just in a bag.
Oh yeah. So that okay. So you just check to see if there's any cleaning that needs doing. We'll be doing more with these. So
I was going to say you're probably just going to glue them together for the first couple of games, and then you'll get into painting them at some point.
Yeah, but just to see what sort of work they need done on them before you start painting. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? So they get all your cards.
So the cards
Faction.
for those. And it comes in a little box. I love it. That is great, and with just 4 models for the faction. Like I say, it doesn't matter if you've got all like different stats and abilities and all this other junk. You've only got 4 models that you have to worry about. They've all got their own thing. It's like you've got your own little like adventuring party type thing to look after. I reckon that's great.
They did say that, of course, there's expansions planned, but you can only do so much. They couldn't do enough to begin with.
That's it.
But
I like those guys.
Yeah, they're
Although these guys look like it looks like a Japanese like an oni type thing. But I do like them.
Okay. He's like she or whatever. What she?
One of them.
3 pieces. That's kind of cool. here. There's a woman that sits on a flowing sand whirlwind thingy or something, or
Nice.
probably a bit hard to see with this. So, but they are good. Like there's just having a look now. I can't really see. Like no, that's not a line. That's part of his. God, that's part of his clothing. Wow. Okay, that's pretty detailed. That is pretty detailed. I've got to admit.
Yeah, it's
That's pretty.
there's a
cool.
lot of like really fine
Wow.
detail on there. They're going to be interesting for you to paint, man.
Oh yeah. I might even just try doing it with washers. See how
Yeah.
quick it is. You know, maybe see how well it holds with that. Oh, crap.
Steady on.
So exciting!
They are really, really cool.
We'll take these out anyway.
Yeah, and you got a bunch of different conditions and things. This is kind of Marvel style.
Oh, it's all under there. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Too. Look at that. Wow.
Everybody's got different conditions of things that happen.
Colossus.
Colossus,
Yeah,
you got
so they
crouched, shrouded, wounds, some sort of inspiration thing. Dead.
Oh, okay, sigil thing, yeah.
There's a marker for dead. Immobilized,
Oh,
confused.
lots of markers for dead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lots
so
of
that's
people
good.
die,
So it's
apparently.
got enough variety. It looks like of conditions for
Mm.
like some good strategic play.
Yeah, and you've got
Yes.
some like objective type marker things there as well. So there's probably there in the
These
Thing.
there's 3D ones from the Kickstarter. So you can have a look at those too. There's other stuff down there. That's for later. That's all right.
So this is your terrain
Yeah,
pieces.
so you just punch them out, lock them in, and that's it. So they'll pack down flat like that. You
Yeah.
can probably just put everything back in the box and
Like
take
a
it with you
little-
when you go gaming.
Little temple building there. Templates,
So there's movement ones,
range
movement
markers.
widgets. Yep. There's the counters for the other monsters.
Yep. Very cool. I want to pop them out. Oop, one of them popped.
Oh, that's okay.
The range markers always do that.
Ooh.
Yep. So 3D trees and like a fountain type thing.
Yeah, that's good. They did say that they were upgrading these things before, so this is the upgraded art and
Oh yeah,
shaping and everything.
the Kickstarter probably reached a specific level where they could afford to like do different things to it, which is
I
cool.
think just improvements on art is always welcome.
Yeah, and that you can get different thicknesses of this card, the stock card that's on.
Yeah,
And if you have to go with the cheap ones, they don't last as long. If you can get a few people into the Kickstarter and get it rolling, then you
Yeah.
can push for the better quality stuff that lasts longer.
I remember one of the thickest ones that I saw was the Space Hulk by Games Workshop. They had really
Yeah,
thick cards because you're constantly moving and going through the hallways.
they're
and
like
stuff
always
that.
being used.
Yeah. Well, I think so. Those models are really light, so you don't really need a lot of weight. Even this guy, he's light.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
Nice.
weigh what you think it should weigh. It's very cool though.
Yeah. and
There's
some even more.
yeah, so these tree plus rock and tree plus wall, I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Right. Wow. Okay. So they're basically So there's scenarios for your single solo play, head to head stuff. So good for tournaments
Mm.
or teaming up against the system,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Fairly specific rules means that tournament play isn't going to be as difficult to manage, but
Yeah.
might take a little longer. That's all. This is probably part of objectives and things, obelisks and caches and
And being shrouded, the first faction that you grab with the assassins and things like that, they use the shrouding.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going them then. I thought, well, there's an assassin rogue and an assassin ranger, and they're the three classes that I enjoy the most. So we'll have to do it.
So there we are. I like that. But the fact that you get all of these, all of those 4 in there, you've got everything to get
Yeah,
started.
you got enough for a decent sized battle there too, by the looks of things.
Ooh.
That's very cool, man. So if they happen to watch, then thank you very much.
Well, we're gonna have I'll be having a chat to see if we can do like a little get together with them on our live
Ooh.
or something like that. See what we can come up with. But that would be good because then I'll probably have some questions of my own.
Yeah.
Because after you've played a few games, you're like, oh, what does this do?
How
What
does
do?
that work exactly? Yeah. That's what ends up happening, really.
There we go. So L4 Chronicles, we'll be definitely doing something with that. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, Alpha Strike will be getting these in. The lot that was shipped out first is going to Europe, and then I just need to organise to get to here.
Okay.
So I can actually work something out from the factory with them, which is going to be very helpful to speed things up, which is good. I want to make sure we have it the same time as everybody else.
Yeah.
None of this, it's in Australia, you've got to wait like a month or at least for a movie or whatever it is. We want it
For pretty
now.
much everything, it's like 6 months minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, that's cool. We'll have to give that a crack.
Yeah.
So
But-
yeah, if you want to put the elf dudes together and then pick a faction for you. Oh, there's more.
But there's just, I'll put some pictures up in a second, but this is a box that they sent for the Earthen Creatures.
Oh, so the earth elementals and that sort of. Oh,
Yep, so you have an alternate sculpt for the
Oh, the
Colossus.
Colossus.
Yep. And you've got the
Gargoyles
the,
over there.
the trolls,
and the earth elementals.
Yeah,
That
the
is
alternate sculpt.
cool.
So you've got so different, and so they're all different. They've all got different sculpts on them and things. And it's the same thing. I'd imagine it'd be just pop them out of the bag.
yeah.
To be minimum fuss, just super glue, done.
And look at the detail on the just from the picture on the back. I mean,
Yeah.
geez.
You can
All
see
the cracks in
some
his-
lovely painted versions of these on their website. It was actually painted by Zio, I believe.
Ooh.
Yes, so he makes games and he's got wicked painting talent and stuff. I'd hate him so much if I didn't love him.
No, I was going to say, if he wasn't such a nice guy, you'd hate his guts. I love the way they do. Yeah, I can see people that are actually good at painting doing a lot of stuff with these.
Mm.
These are very detailed and very cool looking. You could give. I mean, I'm seeing that fading up to like an actual crystal, and this could be all like glowing green crystalline stuff.
Glowy moss because it's
glowing moss in there and like glowing runes. You could do a lot with those if you've got some talent.
Mm.
Pity
Yeah.
there's none here. But you can probably give it a crack, man.
Yeah, that's really good. So we'll sort that out later. But that's it. L4 Chronicles. It's happening soonish, and I'm very happy after waiting so long. A lot of people actually said they probably wouldn't make it. Like you know how when a new Kickstarter goes up, there's someone on YouTube who says, "Oh,
They
you
feel
know,
they're never
it's
gonna
red
get through
flag
it,
it or
yeah.
whatever they call it."
Yeah,
Yeah, but
they did it.
got
It's right
one.
there.
It's right there. So.
And it looks awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that one looks like fun.
Oh,
There's
Right.
going to be a bit of reading to get through it, but
that's okay. That's all right. It's cool.
yes, the rock golem thing looks awesome.
Yeah. All right. So that's what I've got there. Talked about Mythos. We've talked about that. There will be some new releases coming out for Dystopian Wars soonish as well.
Is that the 3.0 that Mule was talking about?
I think they did an update to what they call the Orbats. So how you build a fleet.
Oh,
So
okay.
they've probably made some changes there. That I haven't really had a look at the rules for that yet, all the changes. There's quite a few changes apparently, because there was a separate FAQ for that date update. There's a lot there. So I
Holy
just
crap,
wanna-
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, it might be worth actually maybe downloading the new PDF they put up so you've got all the right rules, but same sort of thing. They haven't really changed anything else. You know, it's like you're still rolling the D6s with the exploding
Yeah.
dice and just you can pour on fire and
Which is cool.
yeah.
We're going to have a game of that one too.
Yeah, true.
Um,
Anything you want to talk about, mate?
I've sent 2 audio file things for some force building ideas that I've had. I've got some ideas for some objective things, some scenario things that I'm doing audio files on. New rules base released 29th of August 2022.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
What are we now? September.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's probably it. But yeah, I've got a few audio things that I'm probably going to be filtering through to Pillar so that we'll have some stuff there. Hey?
Oh, Wednesday.
Okay, there's one coming out on Wednesday. I wasn't going to be specific.
No, you know what else is coming out this week?
What?
Remember how you were a ranger?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that what we did. That'll be very cool.
Oh, that's going up
That's
this week.
going
Is
up,
it?
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was.
I like
that
that
was
one.
pretty cool.
Yeah, that was very cool,
Yeah.
and not actually like getting beaten up by Manny. That was fun.
Yeah, I know, because he's so good at everything.
Usually he just kills me, but we were working together.
We were on the same team, so it worked really
Who
well.
would have thought?
have?
Oh dear. We'll get some more BattleTech stuff going at some point. We've
Yep.
worked our way through pretty much all of the vehicle types. There's only naval left.
Yeah, we're
We'll-
going to come back to that. So
Yeah, we'll probably come back to that. If you want to see naval stuff, then chuck a thing down.
yeah, if we get
um,
enough people asking for it, we'll
do it
can
together.
We can then go back and have a look.
If not enough people ask for it, then maybe I'll go through it myself. But it's
Oh, custom battleship. Oh,
if you're interested in battleships, look up the Jormungandr because on Sana it's like 60,000 BV or something. It's insane. It's really cool though.
yes.
And that would make a cool scenario. That was what I was thinking about when I mentioned the ogre scenario. It was like I was gonna have like you try and take one of them down, but 60,000. Yeah, no, you can't do that. You just can't do that. Not even with Alpha Strike, you wouldn't be able to like put that many units on the board. You'd have to just what the hell.
I could buy a
Um,
dropship for that amount, maybe.
A Ket 828. What about aerospace? First of all, g'day. Yeah, so we've finished our like combat vehicle thing. So we're probably going to go. Did you say Protomex next?
Yes, we're doing
Okay.
Protomex, and then we'll go on to the infantry and battle armor and stuff like
And
that.
then we'll probably go aerospace after that.
Yes.
Yes, because aerospace can get a lot more involved depending on how far you want to take it.
Yeah.
Because technically, then you're moving out from the planet. You're going out to like actual space combat with jump ships and drop ships and aerospace fighters and all of that sort of thing. And then you've got orbital maps and you've got all of that other sort of stuff. And you've got to bring your aerospace fighters down from the dropship and into the low orbit map and then into the... So we start with the easier stuff.
And it's another thing too, is that if we've covered all the type of ground units that you can get, you will then have probably a more solid idea of what works and what does not work when you're going up against aerospace assets.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause if your enemy's got planes, there are certain things that you want in your force, guaranteed. But you probably won't. I mean, if we're going to cover everything right down to the individual dude, but
Yeah, so we will get to aerospace, and I think we'll probably get to land air mechs and quad Vs at some point as well.
yeah,
I was actually reading up on tripod mechs a little while ago.
Yeah.
You can get tripod
Oh, yeah.
mechs, not just super heavies either. You don't have to make them super heavies. You could make like a 20-ton tripod mech, like a scout mech.
Didn't they make the Trondike or Tri?
You'll have to look it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And my first game of aerospace next Sunday, best unit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, yeah. But there are ways to beat them.
There's some, I mean, I liked from the very first with the aerospace stuff because I got Aerotech from this. I've got the BattleTech box set, I got the CityTech box set, and I got Aerotech eventually because I liked the idea of the strafing runs and the bombing runs and the I can't remember what they call it, a strike. So you can do a strike where you actually hit a single unit, or you can do a strafing run where you hit everything on the line, or you can do a bombing run where you hit, like with a bomb, you hit an area effect, like a detonation type thing. And that's, you can have just aerospace. So you could have the whole thing on a space map and just use aerospace fighters and dropships. Or you can use it as combined arms, or you can do this, or you can do that. There's heaps of different ways you can play BattleTech, and that is why I like it.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at?
Okay. Obviously, my pronunciation was way off.
Oh, okay. Is that a tripod mech?
The
Triskelion.
Triskelion.
It is a tripod mech.
Yes.
3146. Okay. What weight?
So it's got
75 tons.
75 clan, XL engine, 2 LRM, 15 clan, and 4 medium lasers clan.
Nice.
Yes.
And the tripod mechs have a really cool thing where they have a 360-degree field of fire. So you can just torso twist to wherever you want to be, which is really cool.
Yum.
No Aero versus Aero Alpha Strike games, and no ground units. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so it's Aero versus Aero Alpha Strike. Yeah.
That's actually good.
That
That
would be a lot of
system
fun.
for your air combat games, like your warships and everything, is gold. It's really good.
Yeah. You get a nice big, like, star system map with hexes on it and just start playing aerospace fighters and dropships and things like that.
Oh,
That would be a lot of fun.
But just your big warships, warships in an Alpha Strike version. Yeah, because it's so
It's
brutal.
quality.
So brutal.
Like naval PPCs
Oh,
and naval
it's
cannons
just
and stuff. So
sick.
insane. They're insane.
But yeah, but we're gonna do Protomex. I got to get it out of my system because I can't handle it.
So we're working up towards the complicated stuff. So Protomex are next, and then we'll probably do infantry and then battle armor as well. We got a bunch of scenario ideas. Well, I've got a bunch of scenario ideas. We'll probably put some of them up as audio files. I'm going to have to do one where I talk about kaiju because I can't. But Mikey put in, I think it was the last live, the ogre scenario. He was talking about putting an AI, like a rogue AI, into an assault mech. And yes, because I'd had that idea as well. And it's like, if you put like an experimental AI into a super heavy mech and give it very basic commands, and then have like the text go, the things run away, it's over there, we can do stuff. We'll give you like a taser thing. You only have to drop like one weapon and we'll put it on your arm, sort of thing. And you go, yeah, okay, taser that, and you get a roll to see if you can overload the AI without actually destroying it. And then you have to cable it up like the like speeders and AT-ATs and just, and then, that could be a lot of fun. And then I went, yeah, no, probably not. But then Mikey mentioned it, and I'm like, yeah, actually, that would work.
If people say, "Oh, that sort of stuff doesn't happen in the BattleTech universe," well, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It's some random training program that they thought up at Tharkad for their troops or something. It's whatever, it doesn't matter.
And then, I mean, is this blasphemous word of Blake scenario? It's and then what was it's because the Wobbies are the ones that use a lot of drone guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Aha! I'm with you. I got it.
Say what you like. It's drones, baby.
Yeah.
They're the coolest thing ever.
I mean, I like the idea of being able to kill the dude before he can kill you.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you're 400 k's away piloting a thing remotely, he's not going to get you, is he?
Not really. No.
So, boom. Dear.
Unless he does a sneaky thing, puts an explosive device onto your drone and then sends it home.
Yes. Stop giving them ideas.
Yeah. It's in a scenario. Okay.
Damn it.
You could do a scenario like that with the sloth battle armor. Remember how it had that mine in the back? You could have like some sort of tracking thing. And then waddles off. That'd be cool.
Well, we were going to do a Halloween one with the Fenrir.
Yeah, that's right.
battle armor. Where
Yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody lost in the woods getting chased by quad battle
these
armor.
things.
That would be cool.
Oh,
So once we've done the battle armor stuff, maybe we can do that. But we've got to get through the protomechs and the infantry first.
but there are a lot of videos that are Pillar's been working a lot, but she's catching up with some stuff. But there's a lot of cool videos there that she's sort of been prepping. It's just time.
Yeah, and that's it. And you guys are like cool. Everybody seems reasonably cool lately, so I'm sure you don't mind waiting. But you know, we'll get to it. And I've got, like I say, I've got a bunch of audio files that I've got to send to Pillar. I've sent her two. I got to record a few more because I'm going through formation building. If you haven't seen that, if you've got the clan box set, then you've probably seen the formations in there. If you've got campaign ops, you've probably seen formations in there. And you might have noticed that all of the box sets that come through have like a name. So it'll be a striker star or a striker lance or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing. Oh, okay. Serious question. Oh, crap.
Excellent.
Which campaign book have you guys always wanted to do? For me, it's a Blackthorn campaign.
Ooh.
I haven't actually looked at many of the campaign books.
The one I actually
That's
wanted.
Blackthorn there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one I actually wanted to try was the actual Tucker Yid one.
Oh, took it.
Because it's split. There you go.
I got it.
You got it?
Just watch that box.
So basically, this was the they've got a new book now or whatever. But this
Yeah,
was the
they
old
will
one.
have.
But basically, it has scenarios based on the different clan forces and where they landed. So, okay, these next three scenarios are for the Clan Jade Falcon, whatever they did in the battle. So the first one might be that it was one, I think, them at the LZ. They literally dropped into the middle of it to secure it.
Nice.
But they had, I think it was just cadets that was there. It's like, so they all just, I think you had to get cadets off the field to actually win. It wasn't about beating them. But that's the sort of thing. So there'll be like three scenarios for them, and there'll be 3 scenarios for Wolf, and it'll tell you who your opponents are based on where they were on the planet. I think that's kind of cool.
That's very cool. I like that.
You know.
And then you carry those on to the next thing.
So it's resource, yeah. So
each
it's
one
resource
affects the
stuff,
next,
and
or-
it's all points and what it gives you access to and all that sort of thing.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So that's old school book or whatever. So the new one I think's really good. It's got heaps of stuff in there. But yeah, that's what I would like to do. But that's a big thing, you know. The other option is there was one called Brush Wars.
Okay.
I think I don't know if it's up there, but that's basically scenarios and stories with from little engagements on random planets here or there. You know, this lord and this lord have decided they both want all the land to themselves.
So it's like a cannon battle set up, and you refight it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
okay.
something that's happened. You know, so they go, oh, but it's not big enough to be anything major. It's a brush war.
It's a
So,
brush war.
you know.
Yeah.
But you still have your scenarios. You still have your resource chests and things like that, and you have to play through. And you've got to sway the population as well, because they'll give you something if they're on your side, and all of that plays in. It's all how you played the game. It's like if you use overwhelming numbers, the population thinks you're an invader, and if you're using overwhelming numbers to get away the invaders, they think you're being too heavy-handed. You're obviously just
You can't win with the public, can you? I mean, just
can't.
shoot a lot of them.
I think all the necks should be pink.
Yes. Put spots on them so we can see them.
Yes. And disco lights.
My husband. It's your namesake's in. G'day, Adam Whitehead. How you doing, buddy?
You.
Drone's explosive it all comes back to a celerity equipped with a booby trap.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Celerity's battle armor, or is that a mech? I can't remember. Celerity.
I mean, it's something with explosives strapped to it.
Yeah, you just
flying into
it's
things, or
strap
running into
explosives.
things, or
It's the old loaded dog trick.
oh, it's
The loaded dog.
you know what I'm saying.
That I've forgotten his name now. Australian poet. The loaded dog. It's a poem about a dog that picks up a stick of dynamite at a prospector's place and starts running around the place with it. Basically. Basically.
Well, there's a bit of Australian culture.
Yeah.
Thanks, Taryn. Well, people who aren't from Australia are probably going, "Oh, that's interesting."
Yeah, go.
What
the hell do you people do down there?
Here I am freaking out about your spiders, and now you're playing fetch with
was
dynamite
gonna
with your
say-
favourite dog.
I was watching my shorts today, the shorts on YouTube, and one came up. What's his name? It's Real Hilarious. Real Hilarious. That's a good one. And he's watching this guy watching a video from this Australian lass who's like, "Oh, and you know you're in Australia," and she's like panning the camera around, and he's like, "What is it? What is it? A kangaroo? What?" They're both losing their minds, and she pans up, and there's behind the fridge. There's like 3 legs. It's obviously a wolf or a
It's the spider.
yeah.
Is
It's
it?
a spider.
The
It's a wolf
spider.
spider or a huntsman. One of those. But they're like that long, sticking out from behind that fridge, and they're just both freaking out. No, he's fine there.
He's
Just
fine,
leave
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah. If anyone breaks into your house tonight, he'll have a feed.
A 15-ton quad drone, insanely fast.
Oh yeah,
Nice. I think I want one.
it's like the Savannah Master without having to sacrifice a person.
Yeah. There's somebody, I can't remember who, when we did that tournament, the Alpha Strike tournament, somebody bought Word of Blake. And some of the mechs look insane. They're really cool.
Yeah, they are.
And with all the C3I variants and things, I'm like, I think I might have to go Word of Blake at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
They're really good.
Those Omnis, they were designed. The guy who designed them, the presenter or whatever, he did it for the fear factor.
Yeah.
Like he really wanted something. And
I
he looked at all the because it's all named after demons or something.
Yeah.
You know, even some of their battle armor range. I think all of those are after certain demon types and things like that. I was like, wow.
Well,
But
yeah, they looked really, really good. And some of them are pretty full on, but that sounds like fun.
yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Very cool.
So what do we want to do? Do you want to we'll answer some questions for a little while and then
Yeah, if anybody's
10
got something
10
they want
minutes
to know.
or something?
Like I say, I've got a couple of scenario ideas now that we're out the other end of the vehicle thing. I might go over it in a bit more detail in an audio thing, but I've kind of discussed it with Adam. So we're going to do like a objective selection. So I've got a whole bunch of objectives. I'll probably go through them, like I say, in an audio thing. And Adam's going to build a formation. He's going to pick his objectives. He's going to give me the C-bill cost, and we're going to do a C-bill based build. Now that we've got some time.
Well, I've watched that Text Talks or whatever, and you can get like 3 awesomes for 1 Timberwolf. So I don't know how that's going to go.
Yeah, somebody mentioned in the one of the videos that you can get 3 Black Knights for the cost of 1 Timberwolf. So with change. So yeah, but we'll it'll probably be a slightly higher model count than we usually have, but it'll also still probably be a fairly quick battle because I'm going to give Adam some reasonably simple, reasonably fast objectives. So there'll be demolition and all that sort of stuff. So you can just blow up buildings and score, right?
Yeah.
And we'll just do a certain time limit, maybe 10 or 12 turns. Now that we're not just showcasing stuff, because most of the games where you're just showcasing a specific type of vehicle or a specific piece of equipment, 8 turns is enough for you guys to see how it works and what sort of stuff it does.
Yeah.
So now maybe we can expand out a little bit. Yeah, and we'll see. If you guys want to see them live more often, make sure you put a thing down
Yeah.
to let us know. Hello, buddy.
We can have special visitors like the dog. He always rocks up.
He's been sleepy by us for a while.
He's-
Yeah.
Any
Now he's
questions?
up. No, but
No, that's
that
all right.
that
Everyone's
quad
jumping
drone goes 240 k's an hour, 345.6 with mask.
Someone made a comment. Sorry, I don't remember the name of the person, but it was wondering how a quad would actually move. Like, how would it, like, if they had one and it was real, it was BattleTech, and if we saw it, how would it move?
Yeah,
You know, because, and I'm looking at the what's that Dynamics place that's doing all the robots and things like that. It's got quite a lot of different types of movements. It can trot and lots of things, but its balance seems to be okay. But when you're talking about a mech, you know, is it more like a dinosaur?
yeah,
sort of
it'd be a
thing,
lot
you know?
heavier
'Cause it's
tread.
a lot heavier.
it'd be a lot heavier tread. I mean, you'd probably be looking at something like an AT-AT, but I mean,
Yeah,
see, that's the trouble is you can't bring real world stuff into this and go, well, that's what it will be like, because
yeah,
you don't know.
true.
They're not using actual musculature in those robots. I don't think
They have the
They are.
Myanmar bundles, which they pump the power through, which like tendons. So they do, but they have, like, you've got your hydraulic-y bits, I'm sure, and your rotating bits.
yeah, but
they
not
have
in the real world.
Well, well, now, no, I don't think so. But I'm sure it's something that they've
Yeah.
discovered and are working on.
To my knowledge, Myanmar isn't a thing. An elephant style gate, yeah, probably. That would be your real, so like AT-AT/elephant.
Well, I'm specifically thinking of the Thunder Stallion. It's so big, it would have to move like that, I'd imagine.
What is your go-to mech? The mech you take in any list? Innisphere Clan, and his is the Axeman 2N and Behemoth. That's okay. I reckon Archer, Trebuchet, or not Axeman, Hatchetman. If I can get a Hatchetman in there anywhere, I'll take it because I love those things. And the Archer and the Trebuchet are two relatively cheap but effective missile boats.
Yeah.
And I like my missile boats. So
Yeah, I think something with, you know, it's funny, I haven't used it a lot, but I kind of like the Centurion
yes.
because it's got a bit of this and a bit of that. It's got LRM capability.
I've been back to BattleTech the last couple of days, and I do like the Centurion in that too. It's very good.
It's,
The
yeah,
airbraid
it
screens.
seems pretty good. I don't know. I kind of like a mech with jump. Jump seems pretty important, but it can take up your slots. Really aren't much of an issue, really.
That's what I mean. I like
the weight.
the Hatchet Man. It's a good solid mech, I reckon. I mean, it isn't the most heavily armored thing in the world. It isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it's got a decent speed. It's got jump jets. It's got some solid guns.
Mm.
So they're either an AC-10 or an LBX. You've got a good solid punch. You've got some backup weapons, and you've got a melee weapon. I mean, what's not to love?
It's not the
best.
It's not the Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
The Wolverine is such a
The
good
Wolverine
design.
is definitely up on my list now because that thing just proved its worth in that battle. If you haven't watched the Battlemaster battle that I'm talking about, get on our list thing and scroll down until you see it because it took a beating.
Yeah, from the Game of Armored Combat box. The
Yeah.
scenarios in there, we played through them. I think we got to all of them, but we got through some of them.
We did most of them.
But the one with the Battlemaster was that
So
one
it
seems
was
to come up a lot.
It was three units fighting their way. The Battlemaster fighting his way past three other mechs, and it was a Wolverine, a Locust, and a Commando. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that Wolverine, my Wolverine, when I was those three mechs, that took a beating, and it was still going at the end of it.
yeah.
He took at least 3 alpha strikes from that Battlemaster, and he was still going.
And he had to, because I couldn't move fast enough to get around him. So I said it's going to be quicker for me to go through him.
Yeah,
And the only way I can go through you under the rules is to actually destroy him. I'm like, God, it's still going. It
It's
was good.
insanely
It's really
good.
good. Yeah.
yeah. So if you've got one, consider putting it in there every time because they are really, really
They are
good.
pretty good, yeah. Draconis Combine, they know what they're doing. Well, they like the Dragon, but the Dragon's not bad either.
Yeah.
Same sort of speed and things like that. Autocannon, LRMs.
Well, I've got one of the new ones now, so I'll have to paint that up and give it a crack.
Yeah, so those makes it good. But look, honestly, I don't see the point in really choosing a phone because there's so many out there, and they all have this history. You know, they all have this history of how they came about. You know, some of the designs have been around forever. Some of them are new, but
Yeah.
one company did this to another company's.
And
And there's stories behind everything.
I've been playing for quite a while, and I'm still finding some that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
I've never heard of before. You go through something like, I mean, a while ago, I went through Alpha Strike, the shop website, and I'm looking, and you just get the mechs up in alphabetical order, and you scroll through and go, that one's in stock. I've never heard of it before.
what is it?
And you look it up on Sana and you go, holy crap, that is cool. I want one. So I'm going to have to do that again, seeing as you have in the sale.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly right.
Ha-ha,
So for those of
see?
you who missed the beginning, right at the beginning, Alpha Strike does actually have a sale going on. It's basically everything in the shop. Go nuts. But Battletech stuff is covered there too. So if there's something you're looking for, a couple of weeks. It's only on a couple of weeks.
I'm going to have to have a look when I get home. The battle nose. Adam can't bring himself to use the Combine's battle nose, the dragon.
The Dragon.
Yes.
I do actually like it.
Ah,
I do
dear.
actually like it.
Oh, Dead's on. Dwarf Elvish Diplomacy game,
Oh,
Rainy.
God. Hey.
And he finally caught a stream. Yes, you did. We're very close to finishing though, so you'll have to go back and watch it again. Did you have a question, mate, before we leave?
Yes. I know we're sort of throwing you on the spot right now, but you know.
Yeah. Ah, dear.
Any question?
Anything at all.
It's not the meaning of life because we haven't figured that out yet.
42. What are you talking about?
And where has it gotten you, Taryn? Where has it gotten you?
Absolutely nowhere, but that's not the point. That is the answer.
That's the
If you don't know the question, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make any sense. What's 6 by 9? Always sucks that you're literally on the other side of the world. Yeah, I know, mate. It's rough. But, I mean, there's always rewatching it later and all that sort of stuff, but everybody seems pretty keen on the live battles. I'm not entirely convinced myself, but everybody seems keen on it, so I'm fine. It's fine.
It's the pressure of being there. It's like you're actually being there. You
Yeah.
can't have the fight if you're not there to have the fight.
Oh, will you do something about infantry at some point? He's no idea how to use the sheets on them. Yes,
Yes.
we are.
Yes.
As Adam was saying earlier on, we're going to do Protomechs next because we've basically finished ground combat. We've got naval, which is kind of a fairly niche area, so we're kind of skipping over that at the moment. But then we're going to do Protomechs next,
Yeah.
and then we'll do infantry.
Yep.
And then we'll do battle armor, probably alongside infantry will be battle armor.
Yeah. I mean, we could do just one big video that encompasses everything, but I think we're better off doing smaller ones
Yeah.
because
We'll
there's
keep the
certain
smaller
things,
videos.
especially with the battle armor, the different types of battle armor. They have these things about them, and you need to talk about, especially for the clans
Yes.
in particular.
So it'll probably be a number of videos on Protomechs, then infantry, then battle armor,
Yep.
and then we'll get into aerospace, as someone was asking before, most likely, because that'll be the next thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are going to do infantry at some point.
Yep.
So you can look them up, or you can wait until we do it, and then you'll know how to use it.
Or do both.
Or do both.
See if we get it right.
Or have a look on the site, because he's having a sale, and you might be able to find the book with the infantry in it. Dear. Feel free to ignore aerospace. No, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Like I say, I like the idea of including it in a game every now and then, so that you can have like strafing runs and things like that are like combat related stuff. Yeah. No, he wants that ball.
He wants the ball.
Look at
No,
that.
he's walked off.
He's gone.
There
Okay.
you go. Chuck
Let
that
him
over
go.
there with him. Chuck that over there with him.
Well, you don't want the noise.
No.
Leave it here. We'll be done soon. Oh, sounds good. Okay. When is the tournament world tour coming? Ow.
Hey, that's my sock.
No.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay. That's it. All right.
I don't know about a world tour, mate, but we can probably do some sort of tournament for you if you want.
That could be cool.
Yeah,
That could be cool.
I'm thinking of, because at some point I want to do an arena thing. So we'll have like a kind of arena style thing. My own idea on that. So we might be able to do like a demo of that.
Yeah.
That could be like a tournament type deal.
Yeah, that could be good. All right.
All good.
Well, we've been told we've got to wrap it up because we're mansplaining everything or something like that. Yeah. But that's it. So please subscribe and please share us around so people know we're here and things like that. It'd be nice to actually build up that numbers and things like that. We'd like to get some more people onto the lives actually, because I don't know, it's cool. Like people sort of find out they're sort of in the same area and they go to the same shop and to play games and clubs and whatever it is. So yeah, it's kind of cool.
Have you played Titanicus from 40K?
I played, what was it? Epic?
Yeah.
It's called Epic before or whatever. But
is it that the new Epic? Is Titanicus
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's
Okay.
That's 8mm instead of the 6mm or something. It's slight different. But it's the Titans, essentially. Titan.
I haven't played Warhammer 40K or Fantasy Battle in literally decades.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah. But it's, I haven't played it. I've seen it and I've seen what it involves and things like that. But no, I haven't played it.
Mm.
We've sort of been focusing on a lot of non-GW games, because I mean, nothing against Games Workshop, obviously, but there are other companies out there that are making just some incredible stuff.
Yeah,
and we just want to showcase it to people and say, "Look at this! This is why we like it." And
they're making amazing stuff, and I'm kind of moving myself towards small games, small skirmish type games.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
But I mean, nothing against Titanicus, because I mean, giant robots. I mean, seriously, it's cool.
Dear. All good.
Okay, but that's it. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
And
thanks for rocking up, guys. And all that stuff.
But I think we're looking at doing some competitions starting next live as well. So join us for the next live, and we'll be able to tell you what it is, what we're doing on the day, and you might be able to win something.
But Adam and Pillar have been having ideas apparently because there's stuff written on the board.
All right. So that's it. Thank you, Taryn.
Yeah. No, thank you, buddy. And thank you guys for showing up.
Yes.
And commenting and all that jazz. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next live. But yeah, keep an eye out for our videos that are coming up this week.
All good.
All
right. Bye, guys. Well, you aren't going after Warhammer 40K, by the way. Especially when the smaller ones aren't going rampage on IP the whole time.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Games Workshop was clamping down on people who did like videos and that sort of thing.